Hey, thanks for doing this.
Oh, no problem.
So the whole idea behind this is we're going to do like a little series here called Conversations Outside of the Box. I
Oh,
have
okay.
I have a few questions for you, and then what we are going to do is a rapid fire finisher. So we'll talk about that here in a second. But right off the bat, we're going to jump into this. First things first, fitness wise, how are things going working out at home compared to working out at a gym?
It's lonely.
Yeah,
Even though we're having have the videos and everything, it's still something about that human interaction that's helpful for at least for me. But I think it's going okay. It's just hard for me to gauge where I am as far as like how well I'm doing, if I'm improving and that type of thing.
yeah.
But, yeah.
No, that makes sense. And I'm with you on that. I've even realized like just the difference in personally like how I perform with the workouts. Some days, like if I'm feeling really good, then it may be evident of like, man, that felt good. But more times than not, it's kind of hard to pace when I'm alone on my driveway, just grinding through a workout. Um,
Yeah.
so I can definitely relate to that. What do you think is the best part of being home during all of this, and the worst part?
Um, I honestly, I think the best part for me is that I'm actually still able to go to work, so I'm able to keep some semblance of, or some normal, it's my life is still kind of normal. Um, but as far as working out and everything and being at home, I think it kind of just shows the flexibility and being able to actually do things at home versus having to go to the gym.
Yeah,
So
probably a time saver too.
yeah, it does save time, but it's funny. Funny thing is, it makes me get out of work earlier because it takes me longer to get home than it does to get to the gym.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it's like three something. I usually get off at 4. Um, but if I'm going to the gym, then I don't leave until 4:15.
Yeah,
But now I'm like packing up and ready to go at like 3:50 something. Right at 4 o'clock.
yeah.
So.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Okay, so um, what do you think being home versus having the gym open? What do you think the biggest struggle is? Workout wise, lifestyle wise, nutrition wise? Is there anything that lately, like since you've been working out at home, you're like, ah, this is like worse than when the gym was open?
Um, I think staying on track with my eating,
Yeah,
you know, because even though I kind of have a normal schedule and everything, being able to go to the store and that type of thing is a little more difficult. So just planning everything um, is that's kind of hard.
yeah,
And I didn't really do the meal planning in the traditional sense before, where I would like, make the meals ahead of time. Like I would kind of just mentally plan. So now it's like I have to really pay attention to mentally planning. Um, like when I go to the store, I try to buy in bulk, and then if I forget something, it's kind of bad. So um, that is that's probably the most difficult part. And I think the other part is I honestly really miss the barbell,
yeah,
and then the space that kind of makes a difference too. Like the space, the garage is a good size, but um, I still feel a little squished.
yeah. The we did it today and the Saturday workout. We did some tempo work with the dumbbells just because of that reason. We haven't been doing as much strength work, not having the barbells, but also the skill of the barbell too, like the Olympic lifts. I
Hmm.
think maybe what we'll see is those first few workouts with the barbell will be a little squirrely with some of those movements potentially. But
Yeah.
never forget though, a broomstick is your friend as far as the barbell work.
Oh yeah.
If you ever
Yep.
want to practice that. Have you gone into this shutdown or this quarantine time with any goals or any anything in your sights as far as what you want to do during this?
Um, I think my main goal was just to maintain or not lose conditioning.
Yeah.
Um, when we first started talking about closing the box, I was just I was really worried about actually sticking with working out, period, because that's part of the thing with me. I've always done better in a group setting.
Yeah.
So my goal was to just make sure that I keep up with working out, period, just in general. So I think I've done that so far. So it's just kind of a point of staying motivated.
Yeah.
And then right now specifically, I feel like I kind of lost my double unders. So I really want to get those back.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting. My next question was going to be what you're doing to reach those goals or kind of maintain that. But you've been attending plenty of classes. I mean, that's been awesome seeing you in the live feeds. But maybe adding some double under work. Maybe that
Yeah.
would be something you can start doing.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just thinking about that earlier. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to go out there and practice and probably take it out in the driveway or in the street,
Yeah.
just so I don't feel squished, because I think that's part of the issue is just feeling like, tight in the garage.
Yeah.
Um, and then even before then, I wanted to work on like toes to bar and pull ups and things like that in my running. So running I can do, it's just a matter of like the toes to bar and the pull ups. I'll have to figure that out as far as goals go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's tricky, there's that video going around recently of using a table, laying underneath the table and then pulling on the outside of the table as a pull up. If you have any kind of bands or a strap you can hang from a doorway or anything like that, you can do ring rows. But I think for all of us, even myself, it's been forcing us to be a little bit more creative with what the equipment we have and the movements we do. But that's good to hear too. You're keeping up with that running as well. Um, you've definitely progressed. The short time that we set those goals and the different running prescriptions, from that time to when we had to shut down, you have definitely progressed with that. I've seen not only like the actual times and those improving, but also the confidence behind it. So that's pretty good. It's awesome to see. Okay, so what I want to do now, this is going to be our rapid fire finisher. What I'm going to say, I'm going to give you two things. You have to repeat back the one you would choose out of the two. But I'm going to keep this going quick. So I just want you to fire off what you think you would choose out of the two. All right?
Oh, it's gonna be hard because I like to think about stuff a lot.
Right? So we'll see how quick we can go through this here. So go ahead. Burpee or assault bike?
Burpee,
Reebok Nano or Metcon? Nike Met.
Reebok,
20 minutes plus or 10 minutes or less?
10 minutes or less.
Chicken or steak?
Chicken,
AM class or PM class?
PM class,
Clean and jerk or snatch?
clean and jerk,
Lion King or Tiger King?
Lion King,
Gymnastic grips or bare hands?
bare hands,
Body weight or lifting?
lifting,
Dog or cat?
dog,
Toilet paper over or under?
over,
All right, me too. Fran or working on the weekend?
working on the weekend.
I figured you might answer that one. All right, perfect. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate you taking the time to do this, and I will talk to you later.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. This was actually kind of fun.
Awesome. Cool.
All
Thanks
right.
again. I'll see you.
All right.